You're on.
Do you want to say hello to everybody watching?
Hello, everybody watching. Hi.
Okay, the first question is from Dragonfly, and they say, to you guys as songwriters, which one of the new songs are you the proudest of and why?
Always a tricky question to answer because it's a little bit like saying which one of your kids do you prefer.
Yeah, and I know your kids. Which one do you prefer?
I don't really prefer one over another. I love them both, and that's the same. Some songs you have a soft spot for because they need a little bit more care and attention than others, and some songs just do really well on their own, and they grow up independent of your your messings around. So, but I think more often than not you're happy with if the song comes into his own. Then something happens to it, and you feel like, okay, it's a good moment. And I certainly had that with quite a few of the songs on this album. A song like Bandstand, for instance, for me is also because it reminds me of the way that we used to write in the old days and the way we used to kind of arrive at a result in the old days. So I'd go with that. But there's no song on the album that I don't feel. Some of them I feel could have, taken a different route. But as songs per se, I don't kind of prefer one over another.
Okay.
That was a long.
That was the quick one. Are we still on?
Well, Maddie
Now,
wants to know how
I'm
your
going to
families
catch.
have coped.
I'm going to catch pneumonia before I get the swine flu.
no.
If I.
Don't worry, I'm going to give you the swine flu before you catch pneumonia. So that's.
I don't think so.
We've been trying for months.
No, scarf. No.
Sorry about
Fine.
Do you want to borrow my jacket?
Yeah, it wouldn't fit, Mags. Okay.
Maddie wants to know how your families have coped with your success, and how would you feel about your children entering the music business?
Right, that was 2 questions.
2 questions, yes.
Can you answer it in one?
Yeah, we see. The thing is,
You've had 25 years to practice.
Approaching 50. I can't remember now the first question.
Okay, the first question: how have your families coped with the success?
That's a big question because everything changes when you have success certainly on that level. It's really everyone else that changes because they don't really know how to deal with it, and the people next to you are basically stepped on by everyone else quite easily. So it's actually not so easy to deal with. It takes a while to find ways of handling those things.
Okay.
I think, speaking for me, I think my kids have handled it extraordinarily well. They have an extremely relaxed attitude towards fame. They have no burning ambition to be. I mean, this is, it's obviously I'm not answering for other than my own family situation, but it's, I'm quite impressed with how they've kind of handled themselves. They're kind of reduced to applauding daddy in so many cases that it kind of has me worried,
Yeah.
But they have a self-confidence. They have a kind of a balanced view of the world, and they don't look at me differently in and out of these situations. They understand the mechanisms of how things work, and I'm quite proud of them in that way.
Do you think they'll enter the music business? Are they musical?
Well, yeah, they are musical, and when it comes to the kids, it's a different scene than what I was talking about, because I was talking about when fame hit.
Mm-hmm.
Parents, brothers, sisters, cousins, for anyone with the same surname. With the kids, they are born into it, and whether your dad is a plumber or a famous person for some reason,
Or a famous plumber.
or for that, yeah, it's your dad anyway, and they get used to it, and they
Just happens to be a famous plumber.
yeah, and I'm a good one, good plumber. Maybe I
Annabelle says, I've always loved Take On Me. Any chance of singing us a few lines now?
Yeah. That was missing that line. Singing it now?
A little
No.
bit too early?
Let me confess that I haven't slept last night because I have a 10-month-old daughter who doesn't know that her dad is famous.
Oh dear.
Was
10
she-
months, and she didn't.
Was she singing "Take on Me All Night"?
All night. Yes. No. And I love being part of that again. But part of it also is that you get deprived of sleep. So to sing it now would be very interesting.
Okay.
No one would know the difference. You'd be embarrassed, but no one would know the difference.
Missy wants to know, have you ever been starstruck?
Oh.
Yeah, that happens on occasion. More often than not, it happens when you meet someone who may no longer be, famous in other people's eyes, but who you had a strong bond with as a
You're not talking about me.
growing up. I can honestly say, Morten, I haven't ever been starstruck around you. But you know what I mean? It's like if you meet your idols, and we have done. I remember one of the last instances was it was really funny. In Germany, I think last couple of years, we did a tour, and the Scottish group Nazareth. I don't know if you know who they are, but they were big. They were
That's
big.
awful, isn't
They
it?
were
I
big in
know.
the 70s, and I was they were in the same hotel as we were, and I was just immediately kind of brought back to being 12, 15, and it was just fantastic. I just realized this is, of course, how it feels for anyone who meets me, having grown up with AHA, and it puts you in the right frame of mind, makes you kind of realize it's just a matter of making things as, trying to avoid making things awkward. Of course, I made it very awkward for them, but that's